Alright, all set. And 3, 2, 1, action! This is Cinematic Motif. Hello, you're listening to Cinematic Motif. I'm Wanson, a film columnist and a content creator, and this is a show where I introduce films in Taiwan and around the world. And I always use a Taiwanese film as a motif to explore other films with similar topics in cinema around the world. Alright, so welcome back, Alan, our co-host and guest. Hello.
It's me again.
Yes, you're everywhere. We're not going to hear you next week. Because Alan is going to Japan to have a nice travel. So today we're going to talk about summer because it's summer. So I'm going to start with our motif today. That is a Taiwanese film. Alan, could you please tell us a little bit about the film?
Yeah, so the film is 盛夏光年, Eternal Summer, produced in 2006, directed by Les Chen Chen Dao.
Yeah, it's a very famous Taiwanese film, also a very famous Taiwanese LGBTQ plus film.
Yeah, I think it could be seen as the beginning of the LGBTQ movie in Taiwan.
Right, and it's about summer. So let's play the song first and we'll be right back to talk about other films about summer. And the song is called Eternal Summer. It's called 盛夏光年 by Mayday. 五月天, we love Mayday.
No, I don't love Mayday.
I don't love Mayday actually. But anyway, people love Mayday. Alright, let's give it a listen. We'll be right back on Cinematic Motif.
秩序更和蔼，这样的气氛我才喜欢。像盛夏去台湾，把残酷的未来狂放的光年外，放弃规则，放走去爱，放肆自己，放空未来。我不转弯，我不转弯，我不转弯，我不转
Okay, seems that you don't take a turn in summer. 我不转弯. This track is a theme tune of the film Eternal Summer, 盛夏光年. This track is called Eternal Summer by Mayday, 五月天. Today we're talking about films related to summer, and joining me today is Alan.
Hey!
Alan, you have your first film to share with us, right?
Yes!
Okay, I'm so excited right now. So, let's start with your first film.
Okay, so this movie is my all-time favorite.
I know, but not my favorite.
It's Call Me By Your Name.
Wow. It's directed by Luca Guadagnino, right?
Guadagnino.
Yeah, he's an Italian director. I love this recent film called Bones and All. Who wrote the song? Anyway, you haven't watched it.
I know that.
Yeah, okay, let's get back to the film. Okay,
Okay,
so tell us
so
about
the
Call Me
film-
By Your Name.
So the film is set in 1983 in northern Italy in summer.
Mhm.
And it explores the romantic relationship between a 17-year-old teenager, Elio, played by Timothée Chalamet, and Oliver, an archaeology professor, played by Armie Hammer.
Okay, so I think this is a summer film, but definitely about love.
Yeah.
I think what the symbolism that I catch in the film is that, there is a very symbolism apricot in the film, right?
Yeah, the apricot.
And I think in summer it is also the time when the apricot gets ripe. Yes. And I think it's not just the ripeness of apricot, but also the ripeness of desire of love.
Yeah, and I would say it's also the characters all feel ready to explore how they're gonna explore the boys' love.
Yeah, like when they reach a certain age, they will start to think about
Yes.
their romantic relationship.
Mhm.
All right, so I think there are also some great summer traits in the film, right?
Like the swimming, the biking, and there's a lot of sweat.
What we can always see in summer film.
Yeah, and I think this is especially a summer film that when you watch the film, you can also feel like it's really hot.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's
hot or hot, sexy hot.
yeah, both, I would say. But it's Italy, and in summertime there's so many sunshine,
Mm.
and you can just feel that from the screen you watch.
Some people say that sweating means sexy. Do you think the film is proposing this sort of perspective?
No, I don't think the sweating in the movie is
Mhm.
something sexy, but just hot.
Yeah, actually hot in summer. All right, so you also talk about biking in the movie. I think biking is also of importance, right?
Yes, I think
It's kind of like searching something.
yes, and you're not taking a train, you're not driving a car,
You're
just
taking
biking.
it slow.
Yeah, you're taking it slow, and you have control of that.
And I think what's so interesting is that you talk about biking being slower, right?
Mhm.
But at the end of the film, the director, who's that? Timothée Chalamet? Elio is on the train.
no, he's not the director.
No, the director. Sorry, the character. the character. Elio is on the
Uh-huh.
train, which means he's getting faster to get away.
No, he's not on the train.
He wasn't on the train?
No, they're at the
Oh,
they're
he was
at the
crying
train station
at the
because the
campfire.
professor is leaving. Oliver is leaving.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. So it's not on the train.
Yeah,
I remember. Oh, okay, it's from
but
another
that's
Italian
a good
film.
point. Like,
Yeah.
they explore love in a very slow motion way,
Mhm.
but when they're getting away from this exploration, it's really fast.
They're getting faster, and then they're leaving,
Yeah.
getting away from the summer love.
So maybe it's easier to get away from something that we're not so sure about, but it
Mhm.
takes a lot of time for us to really get into it and face it. Mhm.
Mhm. I think there's also another thing about the setting of the summer, right? Like how summer can imply the
Yeah.
confusion of love.
So when I was watching the movie, I think about Shakespeare's Midsummer Night's Dream.
A Midsummer Night's Dream. I love the
Yeah.
I love the play.
Because there's also a scene when Elio, the teenager, he's trying to explore whether he actually likes girl or not,
Mhm.
and he meets a girl in nighttime in a forest, and it's just like the Midsummer Night's Dream. Like,
Yeah.
you fantasize something, you want something to become true, and it only becomes true when it's in nighttime in forest. Somewhere,
Nighttime in forest.
yeah,
Yes.
and in summer.
Mhm.
It's so messy, and only in this kind of messy circumstance you can that be true.
Yeah, I think that is an important trait. Maybe there's some sort of connection with A Midsummer Night's Dream. I would agree with you.
And because Call Me by Your Name is a film about
With
so many history.
And with a lot of reference.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. All right, so you should definitely go watch the movie again this summer because it's a summer film. It's called Call Me By Your Name. It's a 2017 coming-of-age romantic drama. Now let's take a short break and we'll be right back here on Cinematic Motif.
Listen,
Are you listening?
this is the sound of my country.
This is the sound of Taiwan.
Taiwan, a small island with a whole world of sounds.
Welcome back to Cinematic Motif. I'm Wanson. The next film we're going to talk about summer is Summer of 85. As always, let me pronounce you the French name. It's Été 85.
Été 85.
Yes, okay, you don't know the numbers. Anyway, this is a 2020 romantic drama directed by François Ozon. He is a very famous French gay director who's good at directing some gay movies. Now, this movie is based on 1982 English novel, actually, but called Dance on My Grave by Aidan Chambers. So, Alan, could you please tell us a little about Summer of 85? No, you don't. Okay, let me tell you about. It's basically a story about how two boys met in the seashore of Normandy, in France. And they meet each other. They said that they're going to dance on each other's grave when they die.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and then eventually one boy actually died because of an accident. But the other boy is feeling guilty for the rest of his life. So he writes down the story of their love story. And basically, this movie is a retelling of the story. And this boy is actually arrested because he danced on the grave of the lover. Okay, so I think let's start with a setting of summer. That is, I think in these summer movies we can always see water, right? And in this movie particularly, they're at the seashore of Normandy. Originally, this novel was set in England and they moved it to France. I think this is a better setting for a summer film.
England is not so summer.
Is there a beach in England? Okay, yes, there is, but it's not that of a summer beach. And these boys, they meet at the beach on a sailing boat because of the storm. The other boy helped the other boy. So they meet on a sailing boat. And what's so interesting about this movie is that there is a blindness of love. As we can see, the whole story is a retelling of this boy's, Alexei's version of love story. So is it genuine love or not? Because eventually the other boy, the one who died, says that I actually don't love you. But did he ever love Alexei? We don't know, because this is Alexei's version of retelling of story. This is alternative reality, as we heard in the TIDF interview. So I think it's interesting.
And
also,
I think the part I love the most about this movie is the contrast it creates. Because it's a summer movie, but it talks about recollection and it talks about death, something that are more connected to winter time.
Yes.
So how it maintains a summer vibe, but at the same time talking about death issues and recollection issues, I think it's really, really, really amazing.
And also this is basically the film that we all know about, summer bubble. Like summer is a time that you have love, but it ends after the summer. And it's exactly the same in Call Me By Your Name. And it's happening here again in Summer of 85.
Also in Eternal Summer, like the first movie we talk about.
So summer is like kind of like the time that you would get love. But this kind of love, maybe it won't last that long.
Maybe it's a time for exploration.
So it's an interesting theme that we can see in all these movies. Alright, so let me play you a very important track from the movie. You can hear this track all along the film because, as I said, they meet on a sailing boat, right? So this track, it was in the movie, it's called Sailing by Rod Stewart. Let's give it a listen and we'll be right back on Cinematic Motif.
Like a bird across the sky, I am flying, passing high clouds to be near you, to be free. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Through the dark night, far away, I am dying forever
Summer is a time to be with you and to be free. This song definitely demonstrates the traits of summer films.
Yeah.
I love the song so much. This track is called Sailing by Rod Stewart from the movie Summer of '85. Not originally from the movie, but taken into the movie as one of the music. Yeah, one piece of music. Alright, so welcome back to Cinematic Motif. Today we're talking about films related to summer, and very, very surprisingly, our final movie today is
Barbie.
This is a movie that we all watched. Like I assume people from the globe have watched last year, right? It's a very trendy. It was a very trendy movie. So Barbie is the movie remake version. I'm talking about a remake version last year in 2023. Yeah. So okay. So Alan, could you please tell us a little bit? Do you like the movie?
I would say it's a decent movie, and it's something that I will watch over and over again.
Yeah.
So to be honest, I have watched this at least 3 times.
It has a sort of summer good vibe.
Yeah,
Positive good vibe.
It's you would feel really happy after you watch the movie, but you can also feel something emotional in the movie as well. So
But I think I said it past in the show. I think the movie it's good, it's positive, but it's almost too positive. Like it's supposed to be a feminist movie.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like too positive in the end. Like it talks about you need to strike a balance between men and women, but it doesn't say how. And it's kind of like miraculously it has a good ending. The real life is not that simple.
Yeah.
There are lots of things that you need to consider.
I agree with that.
Yeah, so basically I think Hollywood would sometimes ruin an independent director.
But
Greta Gerwig, she was not like that. She was a good director. But maybe because it's a Hollywood movie, it needs to be not too complicated.
yes, and I think they try to produce movies that are very entertaining to people all around the world, not just people who care about feminism. Yeah, so maybe people who care very much about that would think it's not so decent.
Yeah.
But I would say if you
a bit of cliche.
From a very basic perspective of an audience, you would say that it's just entertaining movie. It's really good.
Yeah, also my question is that why in this movie, from the start till the end, it has the summer setting.
Yeah, in the Barbie land.
In the Barbie's world, in Barbie land, it's always summer. Why, Alan? Do you have an explanation?
First of all, Barbie doesn't die. And death is something connected to winter, right?
Yes.
So maybe winter is prohibited in Barbie land.
It's too much of a negative thing.
Yeah.
So Barbie land, it has to be positive all the time. So it needs a sort of summer positivity, I think. I think what's so interesting about this movie is that, as I said, it's summer all the time, right? But on the beach, the sand, and also the waves and everything is plastic. I love the production design of this movie. Like, it's imitating the toys, the texture of toys in this movie, and it's so entertaining because it's plastic all the time. And also you can see Dua Lipa, one of the very pop singer. I'm going to shout out to my Professor Lo Hong. I know you're probably not listening. I'll tell you to listen to this episode. But the singer that you love so much, Dua Lipa, she is a mermaid.
Yeah, she's the mermaid in the movie.
In the plastic way of the movie. So I think it's really interesting. All right, so it's an interesting summer movie that you should go watch it. It's called Barbie. Please go watch it. Alright, so that is all for our 3 summer movies today on the show. Alan, do you enjoy these 3 movies?
Yes.
Okay, do you enjoy Eternal Summer, 盛夏光年, the Taiwanese motif that we have today?
Not that much, I would say.
Not that much. Anyway, it's not that of like a happy summer movie, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so anyway. But
summer, we have to be happy. So
yeah,
watch some happy movies.
Let's keep summer happy. I hope you have a good summer because the summer has just started. Alright, so as always, if you've got any requests or feedback, send your email to wanson@rti.org.tw. I'm losing my voice. I just recovered from my cold. And please also follow me on my Instagram and YouTube. My handle is @WANSONSCFE. And this has been Cinematic Motif. Thank you, Alan, again.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in, and I'm going to be back next week. Final song for you today is from Barbie. This track is called I'm Just Can by Ryan Gosling. I'm going to be back next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
A life of blonde fragility. I'm just Ken, where I see love, she sees a friend. What will it take for her to see the man behind the tan and fight for me?
This is Radio Taiwan International,